Hi guys, welcome back. So happy, what is it, Wednesday? Hump day? So I wanted to try out a couple new products and there's actually a few new products that I tried out, but there's a couple in particular that I wanted to try out and talk to you guys while I was trying them out. So yeah, I will unveil, divulge that information when I get started with the transformation, because all my videos are literally a transformation. I think we can all agree. Okay, sometimes when I don't have my makeup on, after I shower, I look like hell warmed over. And that's because sometimes I just wake up when I'm doing my videos. So, we all look like crap when we wake up. Like you're puffy, you're swollen. So by the time we get to the end, we look a little bit different. I don't know, a little bit, the swelling's gone down and we, look a little more put together. So anyway, yeah, I just want to share a couple products with you guys and talk a little bit, shoot the bull, because I just talk to myself. So anyway, yeah, keep watching. And let's begin this transformation. So I might be saying what the products are that I'm using and I might not. If they're products that I haven't used before, I might say, and this first one though I am going to not talk about, but I'm going to tell you what it is because it's a new product that I've been wanting to get for a year already and I just haven't picked it up because it's pretty pricey. But I just went ahead and broke the bank a little bit and picked it up. So it's the Bobbi Brown hydrating face cream. Like, this is really truly amazing. I think that it's definitely worth the $48, I think it was. And of course the gorgeous packaging. Could be paying a little bit for that. It's just like a whipped cream, and it really, really does feel amazing on your skin. I did already do my skincare per usual, and I am using, I'll probably do a separate video for it, but I've been using this number 7 skincare. If you've heard of number 7, it's really good skincare products, and it gives you almost a temporary fix for plastic surgery or, injections at least, because it's a little bit, it helps a little bit. It buys you a little bit of time, I think. It's not going to obviously like fill your lips or anything like that, but it's definitely going to take care of some, like the number 11s that we get right here, or that I get. Hopefully you can see and there's not too much of a glare because I'm in natural sunlight and a little bit of extra lighting because it's the lighting in here. It's winter time, you guys, and oh, that feels so good. It just feels so hydrating, and your skin just feels like super hydrated, and it doesn't feel oily. It just feels really hydrated, and I just love that feeling. I'm like OCD with moisturizers and lip balms. So, yeah, a little bit weird when it comes to that. Also, I did hydrate my under eye, and I think what I'm going to do is do my eyebrows first. So I'm going to start off with my brows, and I'm just going to do one brow and then just kind of finish the other brow, and then I'll come back. But otherwise this video will be like an hour long. So and I'm just going along the natural shape of my brow. Trying to make sure you can see. And I'm using my Benefit Precise My Brow in number 5. And doggone it, I have an eyebrow. And then I'm going to go in with my Brow from Benefit also pomade. And I have it in like, oh, this is also in number 5. And it comes with the little brow brush, which is really, really handy. Even though I love my brow brushes and the ones that come with the spoolie, like my e.l.f. one, I've got a Tarte one. I've got so many. I got the Equate, which is really good. But this comes with it, so might as well use it. And I just fill in the brow kind of clearly, like starting in at the end of the brow and then the middle. And this is where it gets tricky for me, because I always want like a perfect brow right here. And I don't add any additional product to the brush because I want the front of my brow to be the lightest part of my brow. I figured out the best way to do your brows is to get them to be somewhat similar is start off with your worst brow. Like start off with the one that gives you the most trouble and then go to the next one, because you're probably going to get pretty close to similar, not twins. They can never be exactly the same, but and then I'm just going in with the spoolie of my pencil and just kind of brushing it out. Add a little bit more product. And there's a brow. I'll do the other brow here in a minute, but I'm going to carve this one out just because I want to do that on camera. Just going to take a little bit of concealer. You can use foundation or concealer, whatever you want. I'm actually using the Huda concealer in Cotton Candy just because that's the first one I grabbed. And then I'm going in with this Alamar flat brush and just cleaning it up. That was actually a really fast brow. It never is that fast. I'm just taking off those little edges. Just cleaning it up. Okay, so see, like one brow is always different. This brow is always higher, and I always try to make it a little bit lower. I always try to go up on this one because it's such a different whole side of my face. It's so different. I prime my skin using the Milk Hydra Primer, and that's the one I told you guys. I don't know if I told you that it has hemp-derived cannabis. And so just for that fact that it's cold, but it's actually a really good primer. seems crooked. And then I'm going to use my Naked Urban Decay palette, and this is the Naked Heat, I should say. And look how cool, like, the packaging is on this. Like, this just goes in there, and then it has the sleeve, but it's just, like, really cool, like, burnt matches. I thought that was really cool. And I got this, like, over a year ago, I think, when it first came out. It's got some really pretty colors in it. It's kind of fall, though. I don't know, but we're going to use it. We'll make it work. There's a lot of fallout in this palette. Not really a big deal. I don't really care too much about fallout other than the fact that it gets on stuff, so I have to be really careful. So I'm not really like going for any specific look other than the fact that I have to get ready because I have an appointment and I just need to get ready. This color is so light that it's almost not showing up. Very, 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 very lightly. I mean, you could see the difference, but it's very light, so I'm just going to go in with a darker shade here in a second. So, I have the Ring doorbell, and my sister-in-law was telling me you have to be really careful because it gets really addicting to, like, you always want to keep looking. And I have it to where I get a notification every time there's like motion, but it literally notifies you if a car drives by. I mean, if somebody's walking their dog, which is one of the reasons that I love it, because somebody's dog keeps going to the bathroom on my grass and they don't always pick it up. But now that there's some snow out there, you can, you know, they don't really like walk on your grass because it's full of snow. But anyway, it's pretty cool because you can really see like what's going on. And then it has like this little part of the app where you can click on it and it tells you like what's going on in your neighborhood. And so it gives you like alerts of, hey, keep an eye out for this guy. He's going, you know, ringing your doorbell and saying he's from some company, but he's really not. But I think this one man who posted it, he was okay. He said the guy that was ringing his doorbell, he said he's ringing doorbells at 4:38 p.m. Okay. I think that's just the time he rang your doorbell, because it's not like he's going around at 4:38 p.m. ringing people's doorbells. And so he's like, I confronted him and he got really scared and weird. And so I listened to the recording. You could see the guy, and then you could like see him standing at the door. The owner didn't say anything for like a good 3 minutes. And the guy's just standing there, rings the doorbell a couple more times, I guess, and then the owner still again isn't saying anything. And then when the guy walks away, the owner's like, "Can I help you?" And the guy kind of runs back, and he's just like talking to him through the microphone, because you can literally talk to them. It's like a two-way speaker type thing. It's really cool. But anyway, so he's like, "So can I help you?" And the guy's like, "Yeah, I'm here from da-di-da-di-da." And the guy's like, "No, we don't want any. no, thank you. I'm not interested. And the guy's kind of just like looking confused because the owner man is like being really dramatic and acting like he's some weirdo. And it's just like, and then I was reading the comments and somebody said, so anyway, he's acting like that. And then the guy just like looks at the door like, okay, you're not answering the door. I'm talking to you on the microphone and you're saying like, we don't want any, go away. And it's like, you can clearly hear the man is saying he's from some company and basically, so anyway, you read the comments and then this person said, yeah, he came to my door too, and I didn't answer it. And then another person said, he's just from this power company. They're trying to like take over like the United Power, um, that's in Brighton, and they're trying to like, I don't know, go with a different company or something. So they're trying to get you to like maybe switch companies or something. So it's like he was a legit guy. This man just like freaked out. So anyway, I guess the point of my story is you can see different things that are going on. People can alert you. It's not always a bad thing because there are a lot of people stealing packages and stuff now because of this, you know, this time of year. And so it's you know, you just have to be careful. So it's kind of cool because you can see who's you know, messing around. Like if there is somebody out there that's trying to steal packages or trying to just get in, like you never know. But that's the cool part about this app is that you can literally it's like a security system without paying for a security system. So it's really cool because you can like it records. So it's always recording. So it goes like I could go back to like 3 in the morning, and that's what I did one day. I was just like, let me see what's going on like in the middle of the night because I've seen YouTube videos where um people record like these really weird things like at their door at like 3, 4 in the morning, and people knocking on the door, um or looking in like the hole of the doorbell, like trying to see if they could see inside. Like it's really kind of scary. But um so and then there was this one, and this was actually a legitimate case where the lady was ringing the doorbell and she was like in her t-shirt and I want to say her underwear, and she had like handcuffs on or some like chains. She had been like chained up or locked up or whatever. But anyway, it was a true story. And she escaped. Her husband had her like held like hostage, kind of. And she got away. And I think the guy shot himself. So when they figured it all out, they didn't answer the door for her, by the way, which I think was, she was, I don't know. I don't know if I would have or not. I guess it depends on what she would have been saying. I think I would have just answered it and said, let me call the cops. If nothing else, you don't have to let her in. You know, you could just call the cops and then they could have come out and determined whether or not, like, she was legitimately in danger. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes people are ringing your doorbell because they're running down the street. Because I've thought of that. Like, what if something ever happened where I had to, like, take off from my house and, you know, would somebody open their door for me? Like, if you ever had to, like, run and hide or just, like, I don't know, somebody's chasing you. It's pretty scary, but it's a pretty cool app. It's a pretty cool device. And if you have a cat, maybe, or a dog that gets lost, you can post it on there and say, hey, you know, I lost my cat or my dog. you know, if you see him or her, you know, could you, this is my address. I don't think they really give out phone numbers or anything, but anyway, they're like, this is my address, and can you help me find my animal, you know? I'm gonna put some of these little elf tapes right here. This is obviously an extended video, but just trying to get ready and talk to you guys. But anyway, makes it go faster because I have a lot to do. Well, not a whole lot, but kind of a lot. So yeah, anyway, the only thing I'm afraid of, like, I'm not afraid of it, but like on the YouTube videos, if you watch with the ring light, like, I mean the ring, I don't know why I keep calling it a ring light. The Ring doorbell is, sometimes it picks up like some weird stuff, but, and I always have a lot of weird activity, I always have. So like I didn't even need like a Ring doorbell to even see the weird activity because I've got stories. But I know, when don't I? I guess I'm just fortunate, you know, to have so many stories. That transition shade was so light, like I'm literally having to go back over it. Because once I started adding, sorry you guys, once I started adding like these darker colors, these darker shades here, the transition shade just literally like went away. And that happens, I don't know, it just happens when I'm doing my makeup. So I'm just trying to like blend all these together so that they're just like cohesive and they're not like separate shades. Okay, you guys know I have a lisp, so I try really hard to not, you know, let you guys hear it, and it's hard to talk and not lisp. So I'm clearly going for a pretty intense smoky eye from the looks of things. There's just so many pretty colors in this palette, it's like hard not to. These videos are always so cringy for me, like I just can't even believe I'm coming on these videos like this and exposing myself. But you know what? This is real. Like, this is the real world, and this is the real shit, man. Okay, I think I've done enough with those colors. What I'm going to do to amp it up a little bit is I'm going to go in with my Stila Glitter and Glow in Kit and Karma, one of my favorites. This is my third little bottle of it. If you haven't tried the glitters, they're really pretty. I have a silver one. I have this one. I didn't buy the purple one because I do have like a purplish one from a different brand. And I'm going to just put this on the center of my lid. Just going to kind of pat it out. These are really pretty, and they just really amp up your eye look. Especially for the holidays, you know. you got something really vampy going on and you want to like kind of tone it down but glam it up a little bit. This is a really, these are really good for that. I usually just put it on the brush and then put it on, so I don't know why I did it like this, but I did. I'm just using this little flat brush that came in, I think one of my Naked palettes, my Urban Decay Naked palettes. I don't know which one, but you get these really nice brushes in all these palettes, like the Anastasia ones. These ones are really good. They're super soft in the Urban Decay palettes. The Anastasia ones are good too, but these ones I find are a little bit softer. So I think that looks good enough. And I'm going to take that brush with the dark shade on it and just kind of tap the edge of that. Again, just so it's not so cut and defined. And then a tiny bit right here. Just to soften that edge of the glitter. So I could take these little tapes off, or you could leave them on if you want to put like your liner on and use this like as a guide. I just generally don't like to put my liner that low. So these little tapes are so handy because they give you like a really sharp edge. That's what I like, especially if you're using dark colors. Just gives you like a sharp edge. So it kind of just cleans up your eye without cleaning it up. So I'm going to do like a couple more things and then I'm going to finish my makeup off camera. But I do want to show you guys, I want to use this Bobbi Brown color corrector. You guys know I've been using my Becca corrector like forever. And I have so many other ones, but I did want to try this one. This is my Becca one. And all my other ones are still pretty full. My Benefit one, it's like a little eraser. This is also another color corrector I have. And as you could see, they're all really full. And so is my It Cosmetics. My NYX one gets quite a bit of use. But I also use that to prime my lids. But this Bobbi Brown one, I've just seen some pretty good reviews on it. So I wanted to try it. And it's just this cute little case or little package. And I have mine. And it comes with a mirror even. Like, that's serious. I have mine in Deep Peach because my circles are so intense. Doesn't look as peachy, but so let's just dab it on to my darkness. And it's a little bit thicker consistency than the, and I don't mean thick like cakey thick, I mean like you kind of have to like really rub it to get it to come off. And that's not a bad thing though, because you know, you can just go in with a little bit of product and you can always add more, so you don't have to worry about going in with too much too soon. And you know, my dark circles are always like, I don't know, I guess one eye is always worse than the other. So that kind of neutralized the darkness. So this is the second time I've used this. And it seemed to work pretty good the first time I used it. So I don't know. Basically, those are the products. Were those the new products I wanted to show you guys? I think the Bobbi Brown face cream. And then I'm going to use these new Juvia's Place Sticks foundations. I didn't even know they had these. And I mean, I saw girls using them on videos, but I didn't realize that they were foundation sticks for some reason. I was just like, is that a concealer they're using? And then I went to Ulta and I'm like, oh my God, those are foundation sticks. And I love foundation sticks. I don't know if I've talked about my Makeup Revolution and my Hourglass foundation sticks. Those are really good. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to give it a go. So I'm going to use, I wet my beauty blender, but I'm going to try one side with the beauty blender and one side with the brush. So I have this in the shade Nepal. And of course, you know that when you do your beauty blender or your beauty sponge, it sponges always pick up product, absorb. So your brush is always going to be fuller coverage. And I might just do the brush on the whole thing, but I don't know. We'll see. And I'm just using my e.l.f. buffing brush. Well, it is a foundation brush. It came in a kit. It came with like a whole bunch of like blending brushes, concealer, or concealer, the brow brush that I was telling you guys about, the applicator with the spoolie. I already had a few of those, but you can never have too many brushes. That blended really easy and nicely. Pretty good coverage. It looks like it's pretty good coverage. Look at this side and look at this side. I think I'm going to just do both sides with the brush. Just because I am going somewhere and I don't want my face to be looking off. And this, like I said, the brush will give you fuller coverage. If you're looking for a lighter coverage, you don't have to apply so much, or you can just use your beauty sponge or your beauty blender. If you're looking for a really good sponge, you know, beauty sponge, beauty blender, and you don't want to pay $20 for the beauty blender because it is $20 for this guy, the beauty blender. They have it in different colors, of course, but you know, it's a little pricey. It's a good sponge. It's got really good bounce. It's really soft. But for I think $6, e.l.f. has a really good sponge, and it looks just like that. The one I have, I have two of them. They're pink, like a dark pink, and they're really soft. Like when you dampen them, they are really, really soft. Look at that coverage, you guys. I love foundation sticks. You have to try foundation sticks. They're creamier, but they're not oily. Gotta be careful around the brows. Look at my eyes compared to my face. Pretty good, right? Okay, so this video is already too long, so I'm going to contour and bronze using the same foundation stick, but I have it in Madagascar, and it's just a darker shade, but I'm going to do that off camera. I'm going to finish off the rest of my makeup, and yeah, I just wanted to show you guys the Bobbi Brown cream, the Bobbi Brown color corrector, and the foundation sticks. So I'm going to finish off the rest of my makeup, and I'll be right back. Okay. Okay. So now I'm back. So I used on my lips this the KKW Beauty lip liner, and this is my new favorite lip liner, and I have this in the shade, what shade is this? Nude 2.5. Nude 2.5. I think the majority of Kim Kardashian's lip liners and lipsticks, if you go to Ulta, you can see the whole spread. They're all pretty nude and brown. There is a brown lipstick. I don't even know if it's brown. It's literally like the color of this, maybe a little bit browner lipstick that I do want to get. I really have to wear long wearing lipsticks or liquid lipsticks because I don't see the point of putting lipsticks on and then it's all over your teeth and it's like you're eating and it comes off like that. It's just, sometimes it gets on your makeup and then you just messes up your whole makeup look. So I used this lip liner and then I went in with my one of my favorites of ColourPop lippy sticks, and I have this in the shade 1000%. Now it looks really brown, as you can see, but on my lips, it's like a burgundy color. I don't know how it looks on camera, but I really like it, and it's really long wearing. I have to tell you guys, I wore this, was it? No, day before yesterday, and I ate wings. And let me tell you, it was still on my lips. I mean, it wore off a little bit, you know, in here. And I was not being so careful with my wings, but I was being a little bit careful just because I didn't want it all over and I didn't want my lipstick to come off really completely, but it lasted through some wings. So these ColourPop lippies, you guys have to pick up. ColourPop is a really inexpensive makeup line and their products are top notch. So I have several of ColourPop's lippies, and lip toppers and some of their shimmer shades and these guys, and I have the cream highlighters, and their formula is really good. This is really pretty, so I'm gonna do a look using that. I've used it obviously, but I'll record a look doing that. And you know, I love my hats. It's just so easy, right? Like I can just do my makeup, you know, brush my hair a little bit, throw a hat on, and I'm out the door. These are really good for the holidays if you're a hat person. Thank God I wear hats all year round, so everybody's used to seeing me in a hat. Baseball hat, these cute little hats, they just really come in handy, and I think they're stylish, and you can look classy in about 10 seconds. So anyway, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and share my videos. Leave your comments, questions, and suggestions down below. And per usual, I look forward to seeing you guys in my next one. Bye, guys. Really quick, there was another product that I wanted to show you guys or use because it's a new product also, and I didn't do it, and I didn't set my makeup, nor did I set my brows. So I'm going to set my brows using the Gimme Brow Benefit, keeping all Benefit products on my brows, and it just has a cute little spoolie. So I am going to set my brows, because when you set your makeup with, and I lightly set with a little bit of powder, not a lot, it does get on your brows sometimes. So this just ensures that it takes that off and also your brows stay in place. Not like I need them to stay in place for 12 hours, but I just wanted to set my brows. So now I want to go in and set my face using this Rose Gold Skin Mist 24 Gold Infused Hydrate Prime and Set. So you can prime your skin with this and you can set it. And it's the Farseli. I love their primer. I should have used that today, but I didn't. But it's a really good primer. I have the one, I think it's the matte one, for matte skin. But this farseli spray is really pretty, and it's got like little tiny gold, just little, it's almost like finer than glitter, and doesn't smell too bad. And it's supposed to leave like a nice little shimmer on your face, but almost like a little bit of a dewy, but not a lot. It dries super fast, and the spray is super fine mist. But yeah, so I'll see when I go out in the sun. I don't know if you could see, you can kind of see how dewy it looks, right? And I set with a little bit of powder. So the dew is just the natural dew, and it's also the farseli. So, okay, wanted to share that with you guys. Now I'm really out. See you in my next one.